Hello, all. Nice to meet you guys. Just a quick heads up here. I have live stream going on in here because I have my riders sing opera to me. Well, no kidding. We don't do anything like that. But just careful what you share and so on. My name is Biniam. Someone here is Demiel. Is that right?
Yes.
Is that you behind me?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, and then beside you is who?
Dominique.
Dominique, and you are?
Tashawn.
Tashawn?
Yeah.
So you didn't get the D name.
It's Dijon.
Oh, darn it. I didn't hear. I thought you said Tishan. Dijon. Okay. So D is the letter of the day. And then you are? Another D. Mine's Biniam. So I'm totally off. I have like no D's to offer. Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too.
Happy end of your Tuesday to you. Does it feel like later for you guys as well? Like 9 o'clock at night? Yeah. Instead of like 6 o'clock, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Only like 20 more days perhaps before the days start getting longer though. Only.
Well, it moves faster.
So I'm guessing you three are siblings, is that right?
All four.
All four of y'all? Okay. And who's the youngest? Can I guess?
Sure.
Okay, you. Darn, I should have guessed when you were looking back there. The one in the middle. Okay. And then what's the age gap between the youngest and the eldest? Enough? I don't think it'll be greater than mine because I'm the eldest of 6. So take a guess between me and my youngest.
18.
18? That many?
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, you're close. 22. Yeah, so much more than your guys', right? Not that much, really? Okay. So my baby sister is now 22, and she's half my age now, which is bonkers, right? But can I guess where you guys are from? First guess, I'm gonna go with Philippines. Just kidding. I tease. You didn't see that coming. Okay, my go-to guess, if would be Nigeria. Oh, okay, I'm kind of glad I'm wrong. That's my safe bet because there's so many Nigerians here. And if I don't recognize them from my country, I'm like, definitely Nigeria. Okay, so if not there, what letter does it start with? J?
Is it?
In Africa? Oh, okay, that's what I was thinking. Jamaica.
Yeah.
Noted.
Actually, it's crazy.
How long has Canada been home for y'all?
You don't know?
I can't.
Like 10.
10 years now, okay. I moved here when I was 8 years old. Yeah, you guys have been here a while now too, then, eh?
Yeah.
Straight to Calgary, I presume, though, eh? Yeah.
watches your live stream?
Who watches it? My followers do.
Like demographic or
Ah.
geography?
So I've got more men than women who watch my content, but it's both 70-30 split. And age-wise, I'd say like all the ages, but primarily young men, 18 to 27-year-olds are the majority. And I've been making, like before I started live streaming a couple of weeks ago, which is a new venture for me, I was making videos for the last few years just about my experience as an Uber driver, great conversations and people I got to meet along the way, and it was just a really neat way to inspire and encourage a lot of people around the world about quality connections, honestly, in unexpected places. And so, yeah, that's the venture there.
Yeah, it's funny because about a week ago,
Yeah.
you took us to the movie theater and told us that you were streaming us,
Yes.
and we didn't believe you
Oh.
until the end where we're like, I think that was actually happening.
Ah. I remember the 3D in the back.
Yes.
To the movie theater. Can you tell how good my memory is? It's like impeccable, except for when it's not. That's hilarious. And you weren't here then. Did I pick you up at the same place too?
Yes.
Okay. And you guys were going to watch a movie. Oh, wow. That was just a couple of days ago, wasn't it?
It was last Wednesday.
In my favor, in my defense, it was dark.
Like
Right.
it is now.
It is now
So
again.
the next time you pick us up, you're not gonna remember.
And you guys were wearing hoodies as well too. Remember? Weren't you guys wearing hoodies?
Maybe.
It was colder. You were a
Oh,
lot
it
more
definitely
bundled.
was.
Yes. And you guys were bundled up too. Oh, that's a funny story. It's rare when I get to meet people like a second time again.
Yeah.
That's a really funny story. Oh, that's awesome. So
It
you
was a shorter ride, so
It was
we
a
didn't
shorter
cover much.
No. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you guys were, it seemed to me that you were just spontaneously going out to watch a movie.
Not really.
Okay. The perception, I guess.
Like, it was a short turnaround time in terms of, like, we didn't plan it same day,
Oh, I see, okay.
but we also didn't plan it weeks in advance.
No,
like,
no.
when the movie was coming out.
Yeah.
It was sort of like, how quickly can we go see this movie before all the spoilers are extra spoilery?
I never thought of a movie that way. Extra spoilery? See,
Yeah.
what genre was it though?
It was a musical.
Oh, really? Which
Yeah.
one?
Wicked.
Oh man, I love musicals, but I've not seen that one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really good.
Okay, so it's worthwhile then.
Yeah.
There are many men that enjoy musicals. Is that why you weren't there?
No, he
No.
had actually
I think it's
seen his own movie earlier that day. Was it
He
that day?
did,
Yeah.
And I had practice.
Yeah, he went to practice.
Okay. Gotcha. Favorite musicals? What would you say your guys' are?
Favorite musical?
Yeah.
My favorite musical I think is Rent.
How do you spell that?
Huh?
How do you spell that? I've never
Rent?
heard it. Yeah.
Just like
Oh,
how
Rent. I'm so sorry. Rent. Thank you. I heard it. Yeah, never mind. Rent. I'm not hearing correctly. That's your favorite, eh?
Yeah, I
Cool.
think so. I would say so.
I've not seen that one either. How about you guys?
I haven't seen a lot.
No.
Yeah, same.
I would say mine is Les Miserables.
That was good. Yeah.
That was amazing. It's probably actually my favorite movie. I could still watch that without getting tired of it. And then I don't know if you guys have had the chance to see Hamilton.
I haven't.
Have you listened to it?
I haven't either. Honestly, I think I really want the Broadway experience.
Oh
with
my
some
goodness. Okay, and that's one
things. But
of them.
also, it's like you're not gonna get original cast anymore. And I want New York City Broadway,
Yeah.
not Broadway
Anything.
across Canada. Though to be fair, Broadway across Canada
It's pretty
is
good.
pretty good. I saw Aladdin
Yeah.
last year, and
Yeah.
it was the production.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is like small town Alberta, but the production was giving New York City. It was really good. But I guess Disney spares no expense.
Did you watch the ones here? Like, I think the Jubilee is one that is one of the best spots for musicals.
That's where I saw it.
That's where you saw it. So when I first started driving for Uber, this was like 5 years ago. My first year, here's what happened. That was the year when Cirque du Soleil was here. I forget which iteration of it. But in that first year, I happened to drive like one of the gymnasts for Cirque du Soleil. I didn't realize it until he told me. And we had a great time. And then it just so happened like 2 weeks later, he was in my vehicle again. Again, it's rare when I get to meet people twice in a row. And he's like, dude, I was hoping I'd meet you or run into you. He said, I felt so bad that I didn't extend an invite to you last time. So he said, I wanted to invite you for a backstage pass to one of our shows. I'm like, really? He's like, totally. So that was amazing.
That's nice.
2 weeks later, there's another movie or musical in town, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. It was, oh gosh, I forget what it was. But I met two of the singers at that one there, and they're like, you got to come for a front row seat in our musical. This happened in the span of like 2 months.
Wow.
I know. I was like, I love my job. So that was pretty
I
epic.
imagine you could meet anybody, really.
So I met Denzel Washington.
I can believe it.
I'm kidding, I didn't. He's one of my favorite actors, but nonetheless, no. You know, I love meeting people along the way, but one of the things how can I say this? I appreciate certain people in life who have made accomplishments, and I acknowledge like their accomplishments for sure. But when I meet these people who everyone knows, it just doesn't resonate the way like most people would meet them, right? So like, for example, when my followers meet me here in the city and they're like, oh, Biniam kind of thing, and I appreciate their enthusiasm, but I also definitely want to scale it down, saying, don't forget that I'm a human being alongside you guys, and don't ever put me on this like high pedestal, and in a similar way, like even in the forecast for my future creations, one of the things I'm not interested in is like what most will do is they'll sort of like, I guess, kind of climb a social escalator of sorts in saying, hey, I'm going to bring this brand name or this person on here to give me more credibility, and then they'll try to get more influence that way. That's never resonated for me because I'm like, no, I'm just interested in everyday people, basically. And I think we all have like really fantastic stories. In fact, earlier today I was hanging out with this one rider, and he was like, yeah, I don't have much of a story. And I said, I beg to differ, and I'd love to show you how, because I think we all have such amazing sort of stories to tell and experiences that no one else can have but us, right? So all that to say, I get to meet amazing people, but I don't ever want to subscribe to like the, hey, I'm gonna start, only associating with certain echelons in society, because that doesn't make sense to me. I'm gonna step off my soapbox now. Back to the movies, though. You're saying about how you could watch that it eventually ruins the movie. I find with me, very careful with the movies I watch. I don't watch horror. Do you guys like horror?
What do you mean?
Do you like horror movies? Like the genre?
I'm not really into it.
Okay. Well, I don't have the stomach for it, and my mind does not need further encouragement that way, so I don't partake. But if it's like thriller or like suspenseful movies, then you might change your perception of me now, but I'll read the synopsis in advance so I don't get jump scares. Yeah. So that's what I was thinking when you're like, there's some ways that movies can be overplayed in the what do you call them? Like trailers? Yeah.
Or just with social media being what it is now.
Yeah. What's your genre preference, D. John?
For movies?
Yeah.
I don't really watch them.
Oh, you don't think?
Okay.
Okay, you're one of those.
I think it might be a generational thing.
Oh,
As time changes,
yeah.
I find younger people barely watch TV, movies, those kinds of things.
It's because like TikTok and YouTube are more, or Twitch maybe.
I don't watch it. I don't use Twitch. No, I don't watch it at all.
Okay. So what do you do? Like sports?
Yeah. Play games, I guess.
Oh, I see, gaming. Gotcha. When I moved here, my friends had video games back then, but we didn't have access to them, so I think I missed that whole season on gaming. Which are the ones you play most often?
I don't know. Like rhythm games.
Okay. Would you ever go to a conference for games? For gaming?
Probably not.
No. I met these two guys. They're like in their mid-20s, like a couple weeks ago, and they're going to a conference in the U.S. for Smash Bros. To play. They weren't gonna win, but they're like in this whole community. It's really something crazy, you know. This is one of those stories I'm gonna remember for a long time. I met these guys, and then I forgot them within a week's time. I had to reintroduce myself.
Speed and red light camera in 300 meters. Speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour.
Okay, what was it about me that you guys recognized instantaneously that you're like, it's him again?
You?
Just the whole thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't the way I did my hair today?
Maybe.
Maybe?
It was a bit more visible because you came out of the car this time.
Yes.
Like last time you did.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just could tell.
You know why I didn't last time?
This is really cool.
Well, no, because you guys were waiting right on the curb. I didn't get a chance to. Yeah. Yeah.
We were late.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, when I don't get the chance to, because sometimes my riders are like right there. I mean, I could have parked a block away and then let you walk to me. Then you would remember.
I mean, some people do that.
Oh, shucks, that's unfortunate. Look at those lighting displays, those are awesome.
Are you able to interact with the persons on your live stream?
Yes. Yes. So the deal I have with them is when I have riders in my vehicle, you guys are my priority. I'll keep track of what's going on in live stream. If they have things that are contributing to the conversation, I'll loop that in if it's organic. But then I kind of tend to them after the ride. So basically I tell them they're like flies on the wall, enjoying the experience basically. But it's like the camera's only on me or on the road basically. And it's just my way of safeguarding you guys' privacy as well too. Yeah. Yeah, there's some things I've had to think through to make this work in a way that is conducive.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah. It is an unusual event, isn't it?
It's different.
something I find really compelling is when I ask what intentions look like, you know, when we engage in life and we, so yeah, it's a really important conversation, I think. The why behind why we do what we do and how we engage, and I love the opportunity to showcase, like, and model what that could look like for my audience online. Look at the city skyline, guys. Isn't that brilliant?
It's really nice. I actually went to Edmonton
Yeah.
last month
Yep.
over that weekend that we had. And I think they have a great view, like getting into the city.
Oh, I see. And the city is like up on a hill, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's just
Downtown.
like the view was really nice because it was probably around this time of evening as
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
and the lights and just it being on a hill.
Yeah.
Definitely, like I love Calgary,
Yeah.
but I was pretty impressed with what I saw.
In Edmonton.
But then during the daytime, when I got out into the streets of Edmonton,
Yeah.
I was like,
I was gonna say, like,
don't
how
know.
long did this last for? Because honestly, this is the first time I'm hearing this perspective, which is like very good to hear.
yeah. Yeah, I was very, very impressed at nighttime with the lights. And I was like, oh, this little river area.
So
It's so cool. The bridge.
is lovely.
I
Yes.
think the bridge was really nice to look at.
It is pretty.
Yeah.
But that's one that led up as well too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's fairly new.
But then by the next day, I was like, oh,
See, the other
very
part,
strange here.
I've worked in Edmonton as well before, and I've lived there.
Yeah.
This access to the city gets nightmarish when it snows, because the hills up there are quite a steep grade as well, and people, yeah, just spinning out. It's just chaos.
Yeah.
But nonetheless,
That little hill
yeah.
was quite scary
okay.
because I think it had started snowing that day.
Oh, okay, okay.
And it was just so steep.
Yeah, yeah. It really is a steep grade going up there. Actually, all the hills going up into it are. Yeah.
I was like, well, can we just get there? That would be nice.
Yes.
Because the only thing behind me now is the river.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was an experience.
My brother lives there, and I keep on compelling him, saying, "Don't you want to move out here?
Mhm.
This is the promised land over here." He's like, "Oh boy." Are you guys on this side or on the left side?
On the other side.
Let me see if I can turn around here for you guys. Just give me a quick sec here. Make sure the traffic is in our favor. There we go. Well,
So much.
I am glad we met again. We'll see if third time's a charm. Maybe.
We shall see. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Enjoy your evening.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
You're very welcome. That is so funny. I can't believe I didn't recognize him. I didn't recognize him. Okay. We have just over an hour left here on our shift. Oh my goodness, and I'm already being summoned away here. Alright, let's go and find out where we're supposed to go here. Let's turn around again. Okay, let's turn around here. So over there. Alright, let me see if I can catch up on some comments here while I'm on the way. Are you on your first date? I'm not on my first date, Kayla. I was driving in my Uber and delivering my passengers to their location. Apparently we met a week ago and I totally didn't recognize him. So embarrassing. From Colombia, hello. Thanks for the compliment on the outfit. Who's that? I think that's Shram. Shram, just a warning. I don't tolerate any shade being directed towards my riders. They're my guests, and I honor my guests. And when you don't honor my guests the way I do, I show you the door. So let that be your warning, if you would. Alright, we're 2 minutes away from our next ride here. I'm still chuckling because they recognize me and I totally didn't recognize them. And yes, I know I can be a memorable figure. But man, when they recognize me and I totally miss recognizing them, it happens more often than you think in my life. But there's a good chuckle. And it's caught on recording. I wonder if they're just sitting there the whole time wondering, okay, he really doesn't recognize us, does he? Nope, it's dark. Yeah. Seeing all these Christmas lights around here is so pretty. So lovely. Oh, I like it. Okay, we're just a block away now from my next ride. Scanning ahead to see if they're outside waiting. I don't see anyone because it's super dark. They're on that side, looks like. Oh, there they are. I see them. Let me pull right up over here. There we go. Looks like they're almost ready. I'm gonna go grab the door for them. I'll be right back. Hello. What's your name, dear?
My name is Sunny.
Sunny, nice to meet ya. Mine's Biniam.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. We have a very short ride together, but I just wanted to let you know at the outset. In my Uber, I do an unusual thing, but I live stream my experiences, so just wanted you to know that so you don't say things that you're like not wanting to share online or whatever, darling. Just a heads up.
Yeah, don't want you getting immediately canceled.
Oh,
Social media.
that's not really my concern per se. You know, like someone asked me once, Sunny, what happens if someone says something that is like they'll get you like in trouble or you know? And I said honestly, like I'm very open to organically evolving conversations, and if something out of left field came along, like I feel really confident in my skill to be able to direct the conversation and still explore whatever the perspectives are, like in a respectful way, but in a thoughtful way too, right? Because it's not like I'm really scared about conversation. It's like my superpower of sorts. But yeah, it's not really a concern for me.
Yeah.
And I'm also good at like laying down boundaries too and saying, actually, that's not appropriate or whatever, right? Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you can see the license plate in front of us, but it spells the Taz. Oh, I get it now. Tasmanian Devil. I like looking at these vanity plates and figuring out what they mean, you know? So are you just finishing your night or just starting your night?
I'm just starting it, I guess.
So you're going to work
Oh, well, no,
or studying?
I'm seeing a performance.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And you sing it at the Jubilee.
Mm-hmm.
What's playing tonight?
My high
That's pretty cool. At that venue too?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
And you're gonna go watch your high school band.
I have a few friends playing on the Jubilee stage.
Oh.
They invited me, so I was
I
like,
see,
heck
yeah.
yes.
Okay, there we go. It's like if you're just watching it for fun because you're supporting your team, that's like school spirit right there. But that makes sense. Does that mean that you're not musical yourself?
No. I'm not a musical person.
And do you feel like you're missing out or not at all?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
but I'm busy with other stuff. Like I draw and stuff.
Oh, cool. So that's your primary form of artistic expression, eh?
Yes.
Cool. Do you draw, like, what kind of things do you draw?
I mean, since I go to an art school,
Yep.
so it's a bit of everything, just
Okay.
so like to get that experience.
Sure. Do you find something resonates more than the others, or are you still exploring?
I'm still exploring.
Cool. I heard a perspective recently that is still sort of blowing my mind, but the perspective says something along the lines of those who are committed to drawing realistic pictures, like with pencil or whatever, and looks like almost real, don't have a lot of they don't have a lot of, how did they say it? These guys don't have a lot of imagination that they can apply to their artwork because it has to be like perfect, right? As opposed to those who like draw, I don't know, cartoons or other things. And I never thought of it that way. It was kind of intriguing.
I think there's
Yeah.
some truth
Yeah.
to that, but
Okay.
I also think like art, it does take more than just thinking of something and
Yeah.
then putting it on paper. Like there's, I guess it sort of depends on how their process is,
Yeah.
because if they're like taking photography of their own references, photography in itself is like so hard to do
I see. Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It still takes it still takes knowing all the like principles and elements of art and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, a little bit true, a little bit not.
Is it possible for someone to fluke their way into success?
What do you mean by that?
Like, say photography. Is it possible for someone to just kind of like wing it and produce masterpieces consistently?
I think a part of art in general
Yeah.
is just winging it in the first place. But in
Ooh.
order to consistently make art that you're proud of, it does take like the learning aspect of all of it. So
Yeah. Crazy. So I would say for me personally, my two primary forms of artistic expression would be, okay, so I'm a musician. I play the trumpet. Love that. I've recently got into dancing. I love expressing myself there. That's a lot of fun. But if I had to say my primary form, I would argue that my primary form of artistically expressing myself is conversations. Where I see it like a blank canvas that I have with someone, and then together like we collaborate in our conversation and make something worth not remembering. Yeah. This isn't your first time at this venue, is it?
no. I've seen a couple other things here. Like I went to the same performance last year
Yeah.
for my school.
Yeah.
And I saw Hamilton here when I was.
Oh, you got to see Hamilton here?
Yeah, that was awesome.
I love Hamilton and I did not get to see it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you.
I've also performed here actually.
Doing what?
It was. It's a school
Playing.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a school event.
Nice to
Thank
meet you, my
It's
dear.
nice to meet you too.
Enjoy your evening.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, bye. is it delightful, sunny. Alright, just over an hour left in our shift. I think I am, well, we're at half an hour here. Let me go ahead and bring this live stream to a close, friends, and then I will start the next one on the next ride that I get summoned to, okay? I will see you guys soon.